Welcome everybody. We are here NECRL Truck Series invading Homestead. Nighttime. Appreciate everybody that's gonna be with us and that is already here with us on the YouTube channel. MaxspeedTV, your host, Bobby, with all of the freaking hobbies. It's exactly what my wife told me, so that's what I'm gonna stick with. Anyway, we're gonna get at the national anthem, get it out of the way. You know how it works when you watch my broadcast. Go get yourself something to drink, something to eat, something to munch on. Get comfy in a chair. Come back and spend the next couple of hours with us in the NECRL. We'll be right back.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket train, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land under the fray, you're the home of the brave. Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight to invade the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save this land of the brave, the US of A. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land of the free, in the
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching Max Speed TV.
Now, welcome back, everybody. NECRL Truck League invading Homestead Raceway tonight. Real quick, we got about 50 seconds before we get into the qualifying. Let's talk Homestead. What are we going to talk about Homestead? Well, we're going to talk about that fourth turn wall, how it will come up and bite you in the rear end before you even know what bit you. That's what these guys are going to end up having to deal with, especially when they start wearing out their tires. That wall comes fast, and it's scary. We'll see what happens. Green flag pit stop, something else to think about here. Plenty of room on the track for racing. Plenty of room on the track for a little drafting, a little pushing. You can even go 4 wide here. But you got to take care of those tires. That's where it's going to count at. Fuel strategy is going to be a part of this race. Absolutely it will. That's what we get to look forward to. As you can see, 75 degrees your track temperature, 100 laps. Your tire window is going to be right around the same as your fuel window. Whenever they get the fuel, they are going to want 4 fresh rubbers. That's the way it's going to be. Let's get into some qualifying time right here. Let's see who's going to come out and play with us first off. You want to? I see him. There he is. He's thinking about it, that 28 machine, Nathan Somerville. There he goes. Another good-looking paint scheme right there. Nathan says this is not his favorite track. Not a big fan of this track, but you know what? The guy always seems to be running pretty darn close to the front about every time. And the blockbuster machine, the ladies' man, Andrew Lewis. That's another guy that knows how to get around this place pretty well. That's for sure. Robert Timmons as well. As he's bringing that machine on in there, he's going to check it out a little bit. Probably go back out and do another run if he can. Let's see what else we got lurking in the field here. Not really sure. There we go. There's Lance Thompson in a 121 machine. The expensive bullets Hornaday, but they are the best. Machine. That's a good looking paint scheme right there. Really like it. Lance is absolutely no stranger to Homestead as well. Right off the bat, first ones, yep, Andrew Lewis pops it in at 32.557. Now he comes in at 32.470. Closest to him is Mr. Mark Beverly in the good-looking Bath Pro Shots machine. He's coming in at 32.639, and that's going to leave him in second place. And for some reason here, I have got to see, I do not think we are getting, gonna have to check, folks, but I don't think we're actually getting any audio here off this. That could be an issue. I need to check out and see why I don't have no audio going here. This could be a problem. We got a couple minutes to go before we start the race, but it's not going to help if I don't get no audio going, now is it? Give me a couple seconds, folks. Let me see if I get this figured out. We're back, but unfortunately, I have not got any race volume whatsoever. I think I might have it now. Aha! Look at that. If you guys are out there watching real quick, give me a shout out on YouTube and let me know, will you? That would mean a lot to me. All right, really quick here, before I screw anything up. Row 1, Andrew Lewis, the ladies' man. Beside him, the 88, Garth Snyder. Row number 2, 9, Justin Rodden, the 28. Beside him, Nathan Somerville. And number row 3, 55, John Rodden. 13 beside him, Mark Beverly. Row number 4, 23, Joseph Allen. 18, the Toyota machine, Nicholas Lawrence. Row 5, 121, Lance Thompson. Beside him, Scott Black, the All-American name in the 8 machine. Row 6, 09, Christopher Williams. 16 beside him, Robert Timmons. Row 7, Richard Strickland and Charles Gettings. Row number 8 is going to be 30, Jeremy Talley, the 7, Shane Shepard. Row 9, 22, Haas Beverly. 54, Sammy Davis Jr., yeah, baby. And row 10, Tyler Beverly. That's going to round them all off. It's time to go. Let's get it on right now. Green flag racing. Here we go. Thank you, Adela. Appreciate that. Took me a little bit, but we got her going. Up front, Andrew Lewis. Taking off like a bat out of hell already. The ladies' man. Right behind him, Justin Rodden. He knows how to get around this place and get around it very well, sitting in the second place right here. Garth Snyder in the 88 machine is being shown in third place. We got ourselves a caution already. The question is, where is it at? That's what we really want to know. And I don't know. Let's go back and look and see if I can find this thing. Looking here. I don't know. I'm kind of wondering maybe if we might have had a bit of a jump of a start, perhaps, maybe. I do not see anything whatsoever causing this caution. None. Zero. Unless you guys can tell me, I can't seem to find anything on this caution deal. Maybe I could find out from the admin, but my telemetry is saying nada, nothing's wrong. Some of these guys are going to take advantage. Remember I told you way back in the back, I seen them coming into the pits right here. You see them all coming in right there, don't you? Well, what they're doing is they're going to be taking every advantage they can get. They might only put 5/10 of fuel in that thing. But if it comes down to a fuel strategy, that right there could be enough to win, make, or break your night. Running up front, Andrew Lewis. There's Justin Rodden. Mr. Garth Snyder in the 88 beside. Behind him, the 55, John Rodden. Joseph Allen in the 23, the old Davey Allison look. Love that truck. Mr. Robert Timmons is in the 6th spot. Down in the bottom, Lance Thompson. You can see him in the Hornaday machine. He is 7th. Charles Gettings right there in the 8th in the 96 machine. And Mr. Strickland, the man of excitement, is number 9. And my good old buddy in the Jiggy Piggy barbecue machine. Not to mention the Kenny's brick and muffler out of the Carolinas. And that will be Sammy Davis Jr. Yeah, baby. That's your top 10. 5 laps into the books already. Yee-haw. You are watching any CRL. Check them out on Facebook. They will be getting ready for another league. If you're liking a good fixed truck series league with a fun bunch of guys, this is who you want to look for. A lot of good drivers in this league, but most importantly, they like to have fun. And I hear they got a hell of a broadcaster. Not sure though. I just heard that rumor. Lights out on the old Mustang. Mr. Lewis is going to get it out of the way here. We're getting ready to go back green flag racing one more time. There you have it, green flag. Green, 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 baby. Let's get it on. Lewis down on the bottom side says, I would love to resume my #1 spot. Thank you very kindly. Justin Rodden's got to fall back into that second spot. We're going to go all the way back here a little ways. Way on back here. Let's see what we got happening. The 18, Nicholas Lawrence, down on the bottom. Good looking ride right there that he's got. He's in the 12th spot. Started off in 8th. A nice little cluster going on for a position right here. Lance Thompson better not look in his rearview mirror because, man, they are all coming. Back a little bit further. The 09 right there, Christopher Williams with Mr. Strickland battling it out for position. 69 machine sneaking up on him, a Tyler Beverly right here. Gotta take him down to the inside, see if he can get that pass in. And he's liable to bring Mr. Shane Shepard right here with him. In the #7 machine. Sporting a new look. Kind of confused me there for a minute. I must check this look out. Oh, I think I know what this is. Whoops. Real quick. There he is. Good looking ride. All the way back up front, though, riding right along with Andrew Lewis, leading the show. He's got a whole rearview mirror of John Rodden. Right along with Mr. Rodden. Let's see what he can do. If anybody out there has anything they want me to say to their driver or a fan favorite driver out there, you tell me, I'll pass it along. I don't care what it is, I'll say it. I don't live by nobody out here. What are you gonna do, come beat me up? I'll say whatever y'all want me to say to them. Makes it exciting when they come back and watch this broadcast. Rod trying to hang right with Mr. Lewis. A slight little breakaway, 1 and 2 from Garth Snyder in that 3rd spot. John Rodden hanging out right there in that 4th position. Like I said, start looking for these guys around 23, 24th lap. That's when they're going to come in, and they're going to have to get tops, get some fuel, some tires, and they'll be on their merry way. A little bit of a breakaway, just a slight one. 3rd place to the leader, just a tad bit over 2nd. Usually in about 20, 25 laps, maybe a little bit more, somewhere around through there. That's when you're going to start looking for your lap traffic possible. It just depends. But these two cats right here are kind of checking out just a little bit. By the way, if you're playing the drinking game that you guys stuck on me so nicely because I say the word cat so much, that's twice, so bottoms up. But Lewis and Rodden is checked out. Now, Here we go. John Rod's going to take that third position away from Mr. Garth Snyder for the time being. He's going to try to get it back, but he's just not going to get it yet. He's working on it, though. Joseph Allen. In that fifth position, the old Davey Allison colors. Mr. Gettings started 14th, and here he is, sitting in that sixth position. This is another guy that can get around in this place. Let's take a look. Thin line. I like it. Take a look at the back. 9-line apparel. That's what he's supporting right now. And he is all over Allen. Let's take a ride. Let's see what he can do. Now that's what you call close. When you're coming off these turns, that wall up there, it sneaks right up on you, and it gets just a little bit scary. Kind of reminds you of Charlotte, some of the guys are saying. Gettings is going to go on the inside, trying to beat him if he can into this turn. The question is he going to be able to keep it down there and make that pass? Riding along with Allen now, right beside him. Gettings is on your left, the wall is on the right. You can see the third and fourth place up there just in front of him, and it does look like Mr. Gettings has made the pass. Now Gettings has got his sights set on the number 4 of Garth Snyder, which by chance happens to be trying to find John Rodden up here. Lewis, 16 laps led so far. 17. We have 17 out of 100. These guys have 2 fast repairs, folks. Basically, what I'm saying is they get 2 get out of the pits free card. So yeah, they can make some evasive maneuvers, and they can probably take on some chances that they normally wouldn't take. It's always nice to have those fast repairs. Let's work our way back a little bit. Joseph Allen has dropped back into that 8th position. Mark Beverly in the 13 machine. He started 6th. He's just hanging out in that 7th. Mr. Somerville is going to take a shot right here at Gettings. He says he doesn't really like this track, but you know what? You could have fooled me because he is on a tear right now. Look at him go. Gettings is all over him. Riding along with Gettings. Or as he likes to be called, Charles Jettings. Don't ask me why. Mr. Somerville's kind of checked out just a little bit. He's not too worried about him now. Now he's got his sights set on the 88 of Mr. Snyder right here, which is in 4th place. Now, I was told, I'm not sure, but I believe Nathan's pastime hobbies, I was told, he really enjoys watching the Hallmark Channel. Excuse me. He likes the Mystery Channel that they have, the show on there at the Hallmark Channel. He really enjoys that. And also in his spare time, he really enjoys playing that game. I think it was called Clue. He really enjoys that as well. So that's really nice. Everybody has to have a hobby, folks. Right now, though, he is in 4th, and he's got his eyesight right there on John Rodden. Love to take that 3rd spot away. Right now, he's not watching no mystery shows on Hallmark Channel. Right now, he is standing on the wheel, white knuckle riding it around this place at Homestead. Try to take that 3rd spot away. And it looks like he may have it if he can keep it down there. The problem is when you're going at that rate of speed into that turn, you have a tendency to drift up, and you've got to get out of it. If you don't, you're going to take the guy out up on the top side, and you're not going to have a friend. Runs it hard down into the bottom right there, and he's going to slip right up in front of him. Mr. Somerville is definitely on the move right now. Mr. Gettys is also trying to take the fifth spot away from the 88 machine. Mr. Snyder on the bottom side there. Oh, Mr. Mark Beverly sits right here and watches this. Oh, do I want to go 3 wide here? I don't think I better. I'll tell you what, he actually thought about it right there, splitting them two. Now he's going to try it way down on the bottom side. Gettys gets the pass from Snyder. And Snyder's stuck up on that top side. Now Beverly's going to join in the reindeer games here. He's going to follow the 96 of Gettys. And he also is going to make that pass. Now, one of these guys, I can't remember who it was, but they just told me that they just bought this track and never turned a single lap on it. And I swear for the life of me, I can't remember who it was. Let's go on back here a little bit. Take a look at Mr. Strickland. Back in that 15th position. Trying to shave off a little real estate, taking it way down below the white line. And I'm not sure. I can't tell. Yep, that's what I thought. Take a look. He actually has brushed the wall. And I'm going to guess probably the turn 4 wall. But oh yeah. He smacked it pretty good. Pretty sure the sheet metal guys back in the shop is not going to be happy with him on that one. Pretty much looks like he nailed it right into the front right there. But he's still running. Not a big deal, he says. Take a look at my buddy, my pal, Sammy Davis Jr. Yeah, baby. Trying to get jiggy with it with the Jiggy Barbecue Machine. Well, he better be getting jiggy with it because he's the 16th spot. Trying to make something happen. He'll get that thing dialed in, get it figured out, work his way back up to the top. And my old buddy, Haas Beverly. That's another guy. I'm not too sure. I'm thinking, let's see. Oh, yeah. Kind of thinking he got a little scrapage going on. Yeah, he scraped it real good. Up top. Some of the guys have already been in, and they've already stopped to get their fuel. But Mr. Beverly, Mr. Black, Lawrence, and Shepard, these guys have not come into the pits yet, but I can assure you the next lap here, they are coming in. Here comes the 13er right now as we speak. Scott Black's going to be right behind him. Nicholas Lawrence, he's also coming in. And here comes the 7 of Shane Shepard. Well, he wanted to. I think he said, no, I don't think I am. Either that or I think I might have missed pit road. One or the other, I'm not sure. But Mr. Shepard's going to have to hope he can get all the way around this puppy one more time and not run out of fuel. If he does, he might as well just come right up here at booth and broadcast with me. Now, with all that being said, eventually it's going to come right back around to Mr. Justin Rodden. He will end up being your leader. And when he does, he's going to have Andrew Lewis chasing him this time. He's led 24 laps out of 29 of 100 here at Homestead. And you are watching it live on NECRL. Check him out on Facebook. That's who you're watching. MaxspeedTV, Bobby with all of the freaking hobbies. Apparently too many. Mr. Somerville hanging out in that 3rd spot. He can see Lewis up there, and he will slowly try to reel him in. And for a guy that doesn't really like this track, man, he is running really well here. Mr. Gettings is going to be in that 4th position. And here comes the 5th of John Rodden in the 55. You know what? I am not used to seeing him in that paint scheme we got going there. Hard to get used to. Mr. Snyder showing in 6th in the 88 machine. Mark Beverly in the 13. He is 7th. My buddy Sammy Davis Jr., he must have heard what I said because he's up in the 8th position with the Jiggy Piggy. Christopher Williams is in 9th, and Robert Timmons in the Winston machine. He is your top 10 with Joseph Allen right on his butt. I have no idea. I've got 11 people watching and 15 likes. That's awful sweet of whoever did that, but thank you. Rodden is leading the show. He's only going to lead 4 laps. Mr. Lewis has led 24 of them. He is in 2nd place. He is no stranger to the lead. He's probably going to want to take it back real soon. The little Somerville is here cheering on her daddy. Awesome. Is that my youngest fan that you're referring to there, Mrs. Somerville? But there Daddy is. He's in 3rd. Andrew Lewis is in front. Now, real quick, let's take a look for the gap to the leader. From 3rd place, it's 2.5 seconds all the way up to Mr. Rodden. And what does that mean? Well, let's take a real long look. If I can do it anyway. Let's see what we got. What we got? Nope, I don't want the blimp. There we go. That's what I want. Right there's your leaders. And right there's Mr. Somerville. He's got a little bit of work to do, Lucy, but I think he can get her done. And right there, that's another good gap from Charles Gettings and that 4th spot. So these guys are, as you can see, start to spread out a little bit. And this is where the fuel mileage thing comes into effect. Way back here in the 8th spot is Mr. Sammy Davis Jr. Adela, I'm just going to say that heart's for me. She puts a heart emoji out here. I'm just going to have to say it's for me. But I do have my youngest fan out there, and that will be Mr. Nathan Somerville's daughter. Certainly appreciate her. Mr. Lewis, he's actually ran down Rodden. And we're going to ride along with him. Let's see what he's going to be able to do with the checkers and wreckers machine up here that's in front of him. Mrs. Somerville said she is a breaker of hearts and wallets. I bet she is. Lewis is doing everything he can to try to sneak up on that rear bumper of Rodden. Might be able to just give him a little kissy kiss nudge to let him know he's here. But he's got to get up on his bumper first to do it. Rodden is not shaking at all. He's a cool cat. There you go, Adela. I said it. He's going to get a chance. He's going to try to take him down on the bottom. It's a drag strip all the way down to this turn right here. The question is, can he hold it down? No, he had to get out of it, and he almost got checked right there by Rodden. Just about took his right front off. Let's see it one more time up in here. Let's get a good wide view here. See if he's going to be able to try for another pass. Now, while these guys are fighting for the lead, guess who's slowly reeling him in like he's got a big fish on? That is Mr. Somerville. He's closing that gap down big time. Mr. Gettings is a ways back in that 4th position. Now it's the point where all these guys, all they got to do is hit their marks. Hit the marks is all they have to do. As you can see, the only fighting we got going on right now is going to be Sammy Davis Jr. is getting just a little bit of pressure from Mr. Williams right here. Everybody else is pretty much spread out pretty decent. Lewis, thank you very much. I think I'm going to take the lead back, he said, and that's exactly what he did. He made that pass finally, and when he did, ouch, look out. Talking a bit of real estate, and he's got stuff between him and Rodden. Everybody. Gettings actually might be gaining on Somerville just a little bit. Now, Scott Black right there, he is absolutely nothing in this whatsoever. He's pit and come back out on the tracks, and he's buzzing around here about 3 laps down. So he's got to get that Kate machine a moving. $17 laps since the last time they've been into the pits. Right around 23 to 24 laps is what they're going to get out of a fuel run. 43 out of 100, 44 out of 100 so far. Laps are winding down. And I'm pretty sure that is going to make Mr. Somerville extremely happy, because I can tell you right now, it's a Friday night. I'll guarantee you there's one of those murder mysteries on Hallmark Channel. I'll bet you. Not that I would know for sure, though. Let's do a run around here real quick. Why? Well, because I'm bored. Andrew Lewis. He is the #1 guy. He's led 29 laps so far in that 1st position. Mr. Rodden's dropped back ever so slightly right here. In the 2nd spot, he's led 11 laps. Mr. Somerville, he is in that 3rd spot. Charles Gettings is in the 4th spot, doing a great job. He started 14th, folks. Hey, Mr. Beverly just took 5th spot right away from the 55 machine of John Rodden, so that would put him right there. He's got to come into the fuel right now. Now, this might be a bit of a, what we call a short stop, short fuel run maybe. See how that works out for him. Mr. Timmons is in the 8th position all by himself with all his friends. Christopher Williams is back there a little ways in the 8th position. Mr. Timmons is in the 7th position. Get it right. Lance Thompson is in 9th. Sammy Davis Jr. is 10th. Joseph Alamo being shown in the 11th. Shane Shepard right here in the #7 machine. He is being shown 12th. Mr. Rodden's on his way back out, trying to hang on to that 13th. Roger Strickland is 14th. Haas Beverly is in 15th. Nicholas Lawrence, 16th. Now, these guys have pitted already. That's why they're so far back here. And Scott Black. Now, I'm not sure what happened with Mr. Talley. Something must have happened where he had to take off and go. That's normally not like him. Hopefully everything is okay, but he did have to skedaddle, it looks like. Lewis is being shown your leader, and I'm going to say probably the next lap or two, he will be in, Rodden will be in, and here comes Rodden and Somerville right now. Rodden slams the brakes on just so he doesn't get caught for speeding down pit road. You don't want to do that. That sucks. That'll put you down a lap for sure here at Homestead. Mr. Lewis out there one more time. Gonna take it around again. Will he come in this time or won't he? Well, thanks, Adele. I appreciate that. I'll take a hard any day. Lewis is going to give it up. He's coming in finally. Now, Haas Beverly. He's got 20 laps on there. He could probably go 2-3 more laps before he has to see the pit road. Mr. Snyder, he's coming in as he kisses the cone ever so gently and sends it flying down pit road. Takes somebody's eye out. Here comes Christopher Williams as well coming in. And Lance Thompson probably right behind him. Yep, and here they come. Joseph Allen's coming in with him. Whoa! Roger Strickland comes right up and smashes the wall. And when he does, oh, he takes out a lot of guys. Nowhere to go. That should bring out a caution, I'm thinking. I know Lawrence hit him hard in the front end. I don't know. Is that going to bring out a caution or is it not going to bring out a caution? I know there's going to be a lot of these cats that are going to be pretty ticked off because that was a little carnage going on right there, and there is no caution thrown. Strickland is in. He did hit that wall. I know he did. You know what? We're going to go back and take a peek and see if we can see what happened here. I don't know how far back I got to go, but I'm going to go way back. But I seen him smack the wall here at the last little bit. Let's see what happened. Yep, comes up and gives the wall a sweet little kiss. And when he does, he comes down, he hits the 13 machine. And then as you can see, nowhere to go. The 18's in there, hit real hard. Hey, look, there's a caution. Caution has been thrown. Mr. Beverly looks like he might have been smacked a little bit right there. Some of these guys, I don't know how they got around that and missed it, but they did. That was pretty darn impressive. Mr. Somerville running around here without any problems whatsoever. Mr. Lewis back in that 4th spot right here. We're gonna have to look and see what the heck's happening. I think there's a few guys that's going to be out of sequence, out of line. They'll come around here and they'll wait and they'll get it all figured out. That's what the admins do. Let's give them a round of applause. The admins make everything happen here in these races. All right, that's enough of that one. Everybody's coming into the pits behind them, though, as you can see really quick. Somerville's being shown in second, and he is heading into the pits. Scott Black jumps right in there just in time as well. Right here's your leader, Mr. Mark Beverly. Everybody is coming in. Nathan right there, he's in. I don't think. Mr. Lewis is right back out. He's being shown in the 4th position, but he's leading the show right now. So I have to figure out if this thing's going to come back around and straighten itself out. Not really sure. There goes Mr. Somerville. see if we can add a little bit of pressure to him. It's usually fun to do this. Nathan, Bobby, you got a copy? Well, I can hear you good, but they can't hear you. So that's not going to work out very well. Having a rough way to go here for some reason. TeamSpeak doesn't really want to work for me either, so I don't know what's going on. Well, hey, good luck. Your daughter's watching. I just want to let you know that. You seem like you're running pretty good right now, so. All right, in the meantime, we'll figure out why I can't hear you. Or they can't hear you. Good luck. We'll chat at you later on, buddy. Huh. Well, that was a fun interview. I only got to hear him and you guys didn't. Gonna have to figure why that is happening. Might be able to take a little peek here while we are still under caution, see if I can figure that problem out. I just can't seem to be win to lose right here. I don't know. Let me see. Well, they're still throwing the caution right here, trying to get stuff together. I can't tell you that much. And I'm going to find it if it kills me. Oh, that didn't work out for me. I'm still looking. Hang on, I'll figure it out, I promise you. Lights out on the pace car. They gotta run it around here and get ready to go again. Hopefully, we will be able to get this show on the road one more time. Getting ready to go green flag racing, though, I can tell you that. Looks like Mr. Beverly's going to run him down. We'll get this thing figured out. Either that or Adela's going to get drunk while I'm trying. Up in the high side, boy. Take a look at that way out. Gettings is in that 10th position. Right there is your leader. There could be somebody going a lap down or two possibly here. I'm not quite sure how that all took place. Nathan hanging out in that second spot. Now, Roger Strickland, he must have... Yeah, all right. He's got one of his laps back at least. There we go. Somerville for the lead. Down onto the bottom side. Can he make it stick? Beverly up on that top side. Somerville did not make it this time. He's going to try it one more time. Can he hold it down there? See how he drifts up ever so slightly? When he does, he's got to get out of it. Now, while all this is going on, you've got your third place guy, Andrew Lewis, watching, waiting to see what's going to happen. And it does look like Somerville has taken the lead, folks. Slightly, though, because here comes Mark Beverly down on that bottom side. He puts it back. He ain't got to get it this time around. While these guys are fighting, though, look who they're bringing along for the ride. Andrew Lewis, the number 12. He's led the most laps of anybody so far in this race tonight. He is sitting in that third spot. You've got the lap car right there of Scott Black in the 8 machine. And then right there is your fourth of Garth Snyder. But right now, Somerville's got it. For a guy that's not a big fan of this track, he certainly seems to be able to get around this place fairly well. He has hunted these guys down one at a time and passed them, and here he is. He is going to have to deal with some lap traffic, though. That is for sure. There's Beverly. Take a close shot right here. He is in that second spot, but you also got Andrew Lewis, who has led the most laps so far. He is in third. Snyder starting to sneak up a little bit. He's got the lap truck right there of the K8. Lance Thompson, he is in sixth spot. Sammy Davis Jr. has brought it up into the seventh, but it... And Mr. Robert Timmons right back here a little ways. He is in the eighth. Haas Beverly, who's given some pressure to Sammy Davis Jr., is not a problem. He's 2 laps down. He's trying to get it back. Somerville getting a little bit more real estate between him and Mark Beverly. How much real estate you talking, Bobby? Well, let me show you. That's how much. Somerville slowly creeping up on some lap traffic right here of the 0-1, Mr. Strickland. Oh, yep. Oh, wait a minute. I'm not sure who that was. I think I might be wrong right now. Whoa! Rodden in the 55, he got a little close there. Just a bit to Justin Rodden. He got real close to it. But he's in that 12th position, and he is looking to go a lap down because Mr. Somerville is right there on him. Somerville, 8 laps. Right there, Mark Beverly slowly trying to reel him in. Now, the man on the move, though, Mr. Snyder. In that 88 machine, he's actually starting to knock on them. Matt Trumplet of the 88, of the 12 from Mr. Lewis, right there. You know what I haven't done in a while? At all tonight, as a matter of fact. I cannot believe I've let this slip. I feel horrible. Let's get back up. There's your leader. We're going to get rid of that mess. All right. What do you think, people? I think it's time to crank this mother up. Let's do it. No matter how you look at it, that's a blast. I love it. Somerville all over. 96 right here, Gettings. Mr. Gettings is in the 11th spot, trying to hang on to the lead lap with everything he's got. As you can see, the gap's getting a little bit closer. Beverly is working his way, trying to catch Somerville. He's slowly starting to catch him a little bit. That's because Somerville's having a little bit of issues with Gettings up here, trying to get around him. Mr. Snyder back at that 4th spot. He has faded back just a little bit. Number 5th is being held by Joseph Allen. Your 6th position, Lance Thompson. Robert Timmons bringing up the 7th. Shane Shepard right here in the 8th. Justin Rodden, he is in 9th. And of course, Mr. Gettings in 10th, trying his best to hang on to the lead lap. Christopher Williams is in the 11th. He's a lap down. My buddy Sammy Davis Jr. coming out of the pits right now. He is being shown 12th, 1 lap down. Scott Black, 2 laps down in 13th. Haas Beverly, 2 laps down in 14th. Nicholas Lawrence, not what he was hoping for so far. He is in that 15th spot, 2 laps down. He's got a little bit of work cut out for him. Looks like a couple of these guys have bailed out on us already. Still back up, leading the show. 75 out of 100 laps, folks. That's what we've got in the books. 25 to go. Nathan Somerville, he's led 17 laps. He's got a little ways to go to take Andrew Lewis's 33-lap lead. He can get the points for the most laps. And you're absolutely correct on that one. I never thought of that. Mr. Somerville and his good old buddy, Mr. Gettings, he decided to come into the pit, couldn't take it anymore, but they are teammates. Now, we should start seeing green flag pit stops right here. Nathan's got about 1 more to go, and he's going to be coming in. Mr. Beverly, he should be coming in probably next round. Andrew Lewis is in right now. Joseph Allen is in. Lance Thompson is being shown in. Shane Shepard is not. He has got about 3 more before he has to worry about anything. We should see Mr. Somerville coming in this time by. And if he does, he's probably going to bring Mr. Beverly in with him. And here they come. Andrew Lewis takes off and goes. Right along with him right here. Hey, let's go into a pit stop, shall we? We ain't done that in a long time. Hits his mark perfectly. Looks like he's going to be getting some right side tires. He's going to be getting some fuel. He's going to get some left side tires. Fills that puppy up. And he's on his way. And you got to be careful, because you can just absolutely lose it right here. You're trying to pick up speed as fast as you can, but you got to be real careful, because you will slide that thing around on that flat spot right down there. Now let's check out the distance. He got a little bit better on it. He was able to break away even a little bit more from the second spot of Mark Beverly, that 13 machine. Now that gap's got just a tad bit bigger. 1.5 seconds. But Mr. Beverly's got bigger problems right now. He's got Andrew Lewis, who's led the most laps so far, right here on his back bumper. He is coming. Everybody's got the fresh tires. And it does look like everybody should be able to make it all the way to the finish. It's going to be close, I can tell you that. Lewis trying to sneak up on him, trying to get up to his bumper right here, rattle his cage just a little bit if he can. Let's see what he can do. Kind of take him down into the inside. Is he gonna be able to hold it with that momentum? Now we're riding along with Beverly. You got Lewis down here on the bottom, trying to get that second spot. Beverly's trying to hold the second spot. Side by side, there they are running. Now, this is awesome, at least in Somerville, or, sorry. Now Beverly's being shown in first place. Nathan had to come in and come out. I'm not sure. There he is. He's back in one more time. I'm wondering if he got caught speeding, folks. I hate to say this, but I'm pretty sure he just got busted for speeding on pit road. If he did, that's got to stick him back in that 11th spot. That's got to put Lewis back out into the lead. I'm not positive, but I think Mr. Somerville might have got busted for speeding down pit road. He had to have. That's the only thing I can think of. Had to come in and serve that penalty. And I can guarantee you, if that's the case, he is not a happy camper. Lewis, he's trying his best to get away from that 13 of Beverly, but you know what? Mark Beverly's like a bad rash. It keeps coming back, it goes, and it keeps coming right back, and that's exactly what Lewis is probably thinking right now. Man, how am I going to get this cat off my butt? Now, Mr. Snyder is sitting here in the third position, probably thinking, man, I would love it nothing more for 1 and 2 of Lewis and Beverly to start dishing and hashing and fighting it out up there. If he does, he could probably bring him into this picture. Joseph Allen, 4th. Doing a good job right there, hanging on nicely. Good run for him. The 09 is not a problem whatsoever. He is down. One lap. Up front, that is your gap. Andrew Lewis and Mark Beverly. Neither one are a stranger to winning races. $14 to go this time by. They both actually have, see, we got one extra lap on the tires on Lewis. Beverly only has 9. Lewis has got 10. That's just one lap. Yeah, that could be enough. Is Beverly trying to save his stuff towards the end right here to make a run on him? Or is Mr. Lewis running his heart out to try to get away from Beverly and perhaps maybe wearing his tires down? It's a real knee-slapping, nail-biting, yeah, it's exciting. That's all I can say. Exciting. I got nothing else. Snyder's back here in that 3rd spot. He is, at this point, not a threat whatsoever, I don't think, because now he's going to have to worry about that lap traffic there of the 22 machine of Mr. Haas Beverly. Looks like it's going to be down between these two cats right here. There you go, Adela. Bottoms up. But it is going to be between these two, I am afraid. Now, could a caution pop out? We've only had 2 cautions. The first one, I ain't got a clue what it was for. I couldn't find it. But we've had 2 cautions. We've only had 7 lead changes. I kind of thought we was going to have a green flag run all the way. 10 to go at the line. There is Lewis. Widen this thing out just a tad bit if I can do it right here. There you go. Lewis in a 12 machine. And right there's Mr. Beverly. I'm going to keep it wide so that way we can watch and see if he can reel him in or not. Get it out of the way here. You have been watching NECRL. Check them out on Facebook. You're looking to get into a truck series, fixed setup. These guys are a blast. And, of course, you're hanging out with Bobby with all the freaking hobbies right here. MaxspeedTV. 8,400 subscribers. The #1 broadcasting network on iRacing. Certainly appreciate and thank each and every one of you guys for being out here tonight on a probably cold Friday night. I know I'm in Ohio, and it's cold and expecting lots of snow. And for those of you that happen to be in the warmer climate area, that's right. You suck. Just joking. Nevertheless, glad to have everybody out here watching and hanging out with me. 8 to go this time by. Lewis. Looks like he might have just stretched it out a tad bit more from Beverly right here in the 2nd spot. A couple of weeks ago, Andrew, he had a birthday, which was a nice thing. Now, what's really sad about this whole event, guys, is I got 7 laps to go to figure out why I cannot get my drivers over the air. It is a real problem, and unfortunately, it could be just a one-way interview because I absolutely have no idea why I cannot get them. But I guess it could be worse. Everything else has happened here today. Why not, right? 6 laps to go this time by. Lewis, he's led 46 laps out of this bad boy. Now, the real sad thing about this whole deal is right here, Nathan Somerville running all the way up, back up, running his heart out. Snyder is in 3rd position, but I do believe Mr. Somerville got popped for speeding in pit road. He was leading. It looks like he probably could have had it in the bag here. Unfortunately, he is going to be a lap down. And my favorite, smallest, youngest favorite fan, thank God she's too little to realize her daddy got busted for speeding. There he is, 5 laps to go. Andrew Lewis in the blockbuster machine. Mr. Beverly not going to be able to reel him in, that's for sure. You know, I don't know. I might have just lucked out, folks, and possibly fixed my problem with TeamSpeak. We'll find out because I got 3 laps to do it. Andrew Lewis is going to be able to drive this bad boy home. He could probably do it backwards right now and win this thing. Not a big deal for him because he just pulled way away from the 2nd place of Mr. Mark Beverly. What is the gap to? Almost 3 seconds. Certainly thank everybody that's been out here with us tonight watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. You make it fun to interact with here on YouTube. Not only that, but I also got my smallest and youngest fan tonight watching as well, which happens to be Mr. Somerville's daughter. I'll tell you, it's sad right now. It truly is, boy. Mr. Somerville probably was going to be in the shot here to win this race tonight. Fortunately, the incident in pit road pretty much costed him the win, probably. But on and upward another day. Right now, 1 lap to go. Mr. Lewis is going to bring it around just one more time, and he is probably going to be the winner here at Homestead. Like I said, he had a birthday 2 weeks ago. And I believe he might have won 1 time since that birthday 2 weeks ago. So he has been on a tear. And sure enough, ladies and gentlemen, this is your winner right here. We are going to hang on and we're going to watch him burn the house down. And here he goes. And he gets a love tap. That's right. You have so much fun here, folks. You actually get a love tap when you win. And I want to know who done that. I'm curious. Let's see who hit him and hit him hard. Doing his burnout, and There he comes. He gets launched. And that's going to be the 18, I do believe, of Mr. Lawrence. Set 18. Let's go back. Let's ride along with him. There's the burnout. And he's launched to the heavens. Well, you just don't see that every day, do you? Oh, my gosh. All right, you guys stick around. We're going to be right back. You're watching on MaxspeedTV. Don't go anywhere. I'll see if I actually got the audio fixed for this, all right? Can you hear me okay, Mark? All right, guys, we're back. I tried everything in the world to get TeamSpeak. I can't get TeamSpeak. Andrew Lewis is your winner. I talked to Mark Beverly. He just got done telling me that he ate up his tires trying to catch him and he couldn't get her done. Third place, Garth Snyder. That's a good run for him. Joseph Allen, he came into the fourth place right there. Good deal on that. Justin Rodden was fifth. Lance Thompson, sixth. Shane Shepard was seventh. Nathan Somerville, I believe after getting popped for speeding, had a chance to win this bad boy. He comes back out, gets him an 8th place finish. Christopher Williams is 9th. Charles Gettings is going to be 10th. 11th was Robert Timmons. Scott Black is 12th. Nicholas Lawrence is 13th. Sammy Davis Jr., yeah, baby, is going to be 14th. Haas Beverly comes home 15th. John Rodden 16th. Roger Strickland 17th. Tyler Berry, he is 18th. And 19th is Jeremy Talley. That's it, folks. Sorry I could not get the interview. I don't know. I'll have to figure that one out. Anyway, your winner, though, there he is, Andrew Lewis. I'd like to thank everybody that's been on here watching this so far. Certainly appreciate it. In the meantime, hey, don't forget these bad boys. They're coming back out here on Sunday night in the Cup Cars. Check them out. Come out and hang with us Sunday night. You got nothing else to do. Anyway, Bobby, with all the freaking hobbies, I appreciate everybody that's been on here. You guys be safe. In the meantime, we will catch you next time right here. That's it. Be safe. Adios. Later.